With the shaman journey, you have to be very strong. Very strong, and I don't recommend anybody starting if they haven't maintained a balanced state of mind. If I just gonna focus on the problem just gonna get bigger, and I get so tired, so overwhelmed, and so depressing. So it's always been on my mind, like, I'm gonna look for a solution. Nothing can stop me. If there's a will, there is a way.
Welcome to the Essence of the Soul,
a safe haven for all souls.
My name is Linda.
And my name is Paris, and welcome to episode 9. Today we have our very first guest speaker.
Yes, someone very special. She is a psychic, a divination reader, a quantum hypnotist, and Master Shaman. Yayoua is a well-known shaman in the Hmong community that has made many breakthroughs and many revelations in the Hmong Shamanism communities. She's known to spread wisdom to the collective, and right now she's reaching thousands of people on a wide scale. So let's introduce Yayoua.
Yay. Thank you, ladies. It's a pleasure being here, and I am very honored to be here today talking to you guys and to the audience as well, to everyone. And it's really nice being here. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Of course. Always welcome.
We're very happy to, have you on here and get to know your story a little more. So to get started, I guess we just kind of want to know, so how has your shaman experience been?
It has been amazing. With the shaman experience, it just kept me growing, and now it's gravitating me towards into the quantum healing side of this, the healing part, which is very amazing. And I am wanting to expand more knowledge from in this area, where it's not just the spiritual aspect that we are targeting now. It's more of the mind and the physical body, and helping individuals to understand why they are going through what they're going through and why they react certain ways, to understand their triggers and their physical symptoms so they can know how to heal themselves.
So how did you actually kind of get into the quantum healing? What made you want to get into that?
Very interesting. So I was on this shaman journey for 2 years, and then my spirit guides, they came down to me, and then they were telling me that it is time for me to move. It is time that I need to take my learning somewhere else and to evolve. And I have another teacher that they want me to meet, and I really don't know where. And I don't know how this is going to happen. And all they share with me is that I need to move down to Florida. There's someone that they want me to meet, and this person will take me to the next level of my spiritual journey. It was very confusing, but through my journey, I've realized that I have to stop questioning them. So far, they've been really good at guiding me. So I went on a leap of faith, and then just moved down to Florida by myself. And when I was down there, I was kind of wonder, how's this going to happen? How am I going to meet my next teacher? So I was just doing some browsing, and I also had TikTok, and I have a lot of followers on there. And I have a few people mention that my teaching and my content is very similar to Ken and Dolores. And I don't know who she is. She did pop up into my feed a couple times. I never really watch it because mostly they just talk about hypnosis. And I heard of it, but I never really dive into that. I'm more into the shamanic part of it. So I didn't really think too much about it. And then as time goes on, I have more people saying that my teaching is very similar to her. So I decided that, one day I had time. I didn't have much to do. I watched 1 or 2 of her video, and I was just blown away with it. And it just opened up my eyes to see more, because she's not just about the hypnosis part. It's much more. She talked about past life regression, understand how your past life ties with this current life, in which a lot of us shaman already been doing that. We believe in reincarnation, understanding karmas, and there were so many similarities in that part. And so I decided that, I'm going to get a quantum healing session. So originally, I wanted to book a session just for myself because I just want to explore the past life regression. So that was the whole idea. And then I was talking to a friend about it. And then my friend, he went, got a session done. He was okay. He wasn't really satisfied. And he was just telling me about his experience with it. And this just kind of like opened the door for me. And I feel like I can do this, because he had a few sessions with me and he really liked how the way I helped him. And he just bring it up to me saying that if I were to do it, he rather get the session done from me. Mm-hmm. So that just really makes me think even deeper that like, okay, well, maybe is that he didn't have a really good experience with the hypnotist itself. So instead of getting the session for myself, I just take it in my own hand and decide that, you know what, I'm going to learn and I'm going to take a class. And the thing with Dolores Cannon is that she has passed away. So her daughter continued the teachings. And I start taking the class. And it didn't really hit me after I got done taking her class. And then, because kind of go back to where my spirit guide said that I need to go down to Florida because I'm going to meet someone that's going to help me. Mm-hmm. And the way they communicate with us is very like metaphoric, not literal, like physically someone going to help me. So in a sense, I moved down to Florida and I met a girl that does quantum healing, and she offered that, which I didn't take it from her, but a friend did. And because through her, I found Dolores Cannon, and then found out that she already passed. But even though she had passed like beyond the grave, but I feel a lot of information download from her. Yes. So sometimes our teacher doesn't necessarily mean they're physically here, but even though they're gone, their teaching is left behind. Yeah, so that's what brings me here today.
That's amazing. Beautiful story. And usually those are like the ascended masters that do come through and bring in knowledge too. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So what were some of the obstacles that you faced during this journey, and like how did you overcome them?
Because of everything that I went through before starting my spiritual journey, everything that I went through, I see that this world, there's so many suffering, and I see people complain a lot. And I've always taught myself that nobody's looking for solution. And if I just gonna focus on the problem just gonna get bigger. And I get so tired, so overwhelmed, and so depressing. So it's always been on my mind, like, I'm gonna look for a solution. And because of that mindset that I had a long time ago, it really helped me through with my shamanic journey, because there's always be a lot of criticism, good or bad, all kinds. And I went in with an open mind and understanding that there are going to be some people talk, and there will be some people don't believe that I can do it, because one thing about the Hmong community is that you see a lot of the shaman, they are married, they have a supportive spouse, and they are pretty much settled. And so for me, as being a single person, I have this mentality where like nothing can stop me. If there's a will, there is a way. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I am tired of feeling stuck. If the only way for me to move forward is to start my shamanic journey, I will go for it. So that was my obstacle. And I have to be creative, thinking like, okay, now that I'm a shaman, and if people were to come to me for a ritual, how am I going to perform this ritual? So I have my friends, I have asked them to hit the drum for me, because there's no rule that it has to be your spouse or partner that can only hit the drum. Mm-hmm. If you have kids that they can help you, then they can help you. And you have parents, anybody, including friends. So I went with an open mind that I have friends, and whoever is available, they will come. And I treat this more like a job for them. So if they come help me, I'll give them money. So because of that, it's been a success. And I think that's just the biggest obstacles. Other things, then I'm not too concerned because the way my spirit guides are with me is whatever problem that I have, there's always a solution that will come. So I just trust the process.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much that we still have to heal in the shaman community too, where there's a lot of stigma and, it doesn't always have to be your husband doing those things for you. I was wondering too, like, so do you want to let people know, like, what color veil are you? And how do you feel about, the old age versus the new age shamanism?
Yeah, so with the new age and old age, I feel those terms are being used to help people to understand the difference between the new and the old. But going on this journey, there's no new or old age shaman. It's always been there. It's just that we're not aware of it. So we just call it old and new just so we can comprehend it. Because when you look at it, when they refer to old shamans, they're talking about like our ancestors that were, like old traditional clothing, and that's what we're known to, and so we call it old. And then the new age shaman or the new shamans are like the ones that they do it different. We're like very colorful, kind of Mongolian type of outfit. And because we're unfamiliar with that type, we just call it new age or like just new shamans. And when you look at it, at the end of the day, we're all just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as the veil goes, this is more of a personal journey and personal preference as well. It depends on their spirit guides what color they gravitate more. For me personally, I have 3 color veil and I sew them together and I wear it together. It just a represents of I have a balance of all types of spirit guides. You can wear one to honor them all. It really depends because some people, if they do that, then if they only wear like one color veil, they may kind of feel sick or they don't feel like their full power because let's say because like the red veil is more of the it's more of Ning Shi Yi to Li Ning Go Ka Ying of the ascended masters of the higher realms. So they were the red ones, and the black one, which is more of the grounded spirits like our ancestors, things of that nature. But you can still perform it. Depends on your own abilities and your shaman guides too. But let's say if you have both, but then you only wear the red one, you may not feel like in your full power until you wear like the black and the red together. So it depends on each individual. Like you will know how your spirit guides are because you know yourself. Are you as an individual, do you have a lot of limitations? Do you have a lot of restrictions? Kind of like you can't do dairy products. You can't do like it all has to be gluten free. If you're that type of person, a lot of time your spirit guides are very strict with you. So throughout my whole life, I'm very free spirit, very flexible, very lenient. I don't have any like restriction or pressure on me, and because of that, they're very fluidy for me. So I can't. But for me, I wear all red because I want to represent all of them.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so the next question we'd like to ask is, what is the most important thing you would like to tell us, like when it comes to considering a shaman journey?
So with the shaman journey, you have to be very strong. Very strong, and I don't recommend anybody starting if they haven't maintained a balanced state of mind because it will test you to the very core. So you have to achieve a way that you are very balanced because you will have tests from like the bad while lingering spirits, which you may mistaken for part of your like your spirit guides, but it may not. So you have to have a strong mental state of mind. So I always promote everybody that comes to me that if you don't know where to start, just start with meditation. That's how you achieve a very balanced mindset and and through that, usually your spirit guides will be able to come through to you because you already achieved that. Then everything just kind of flows in together. So I say have a balanced state of mind and a strong mental state of mind too, because if you can easily get influenced by people, like quick to react, and you get triggered very easily just by human, then just imagine same thing with spirits, but worse, because they can take over you.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's so very important to be strong physically, mentally, emotionally. I guess our next question is, what is your definition of being a shaman?
Yeah, now that you've been on the journey for a while now, like, what do you describe it as, or what do you feel like it is? I feel like everyone has their own perspective of what it is too.
Yeah. So for the shaman part, it's a method of healing. Are so many methods of healing, and for a person that going through a lot, very sick, I say don't give up. You try this method, doesn't work, try another. It's kind of like going, to a doctor for trying like medicines. If this doesn't heal you, then try this one. Same thing with the way I see shamanic healing is just a method of healing. If you believe in it, it will heal you.
One of our last questions is, so as a shaman, what is the legacy you would like to leave here?
Well, if in a perfect world, what I would like to achieve is to expand this awareness worldwide to everyone, to understand that you can heal yourself. And it is time that we take charge of our destiny and take charge of being behind the wheel instead of letting things get to us, because we have so much power. And for the longest time, I felt like people are not in their divine power. They allow things happen to them, and then when things happen to them, hurt them, it doesn't just hurt them only, it affects everybody. So if we start healing ourselves from within, we're able to the radiations of healing will expand and heal those around us too. So all together we can heal each other by healing us.
That's so true.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is true, especially when it comes to like self-love too.
Oh yes.
When you heal, you love yourself more. That's how you help others and you heal others as well. Yes, I love that.
And you're very, very successful in your journey, also in social media and everything that's happening for you right now. I do just want to, say thank you for joining us and, sharing a part of your story and your journey, because I know that, you haven't gotten the opportunity to do so in the right way. So I do want to say, thank you so much. And we're just going to do a quick speed round of questions really quick.
Yeah.
So what is your life path number?
Oh, my life path number is 6.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm Aries.
What's your favorite zodiac sign?
My favorite zodiac sign, I'll have to say Aries too.
Okay, second favorite?
Second favorite, Scorpio.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Least favorite?
My least favorite, nothing personal to you guys, okay? My least favorite will have to be a Gemini.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
It's a safe space. It's okay. All right.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. You have been incredible. We hope that you felt comfortable being here and sharing your experience, and hope to see you again in the future. And like, if you would like to join again, we would love to.
Oh yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It's so nice to meet you guys, young and very ambitious and passionate about this. I am very honored and very happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
You inspire us a lot, and I will say,
you are our biggest celebrity. Oh, we were fangirling, before meeting you.
Thank you. You guys are giving me too much credit, but thanks again.
Yes, of course. All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you y'all for watching. Let us know what you guys thought about this episode, and be sure to follow Yayoua on Facebook, Yayoua's Journey, and she's also on TikTok and social media as well. We'll link them in the bio below.
Yep. She's our very first guest. Thank you so much for sharing this platform with us, and thank you all for watching.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.